Hi everyone, and welcome to video number 2 of my 25 days of Christmas. What you see here is I have been going through my mixing cup supplies because I really do not like using these little 30 mil with all the little ridges in it. That is a horrible thing to try to use, it really is. You can't scrape enough out, you can't stir enough out, so I have issues with that, and it drives me crazy. I'm sure that a lot of you also have that problem. Whoop, that went too far. Let's see if I can get this set a little bit better. We'll move it under there some more. And scooch it over. I do have a new black mat on my heat mat. It is heating right now because I have my resin and my hardener. My room's been so cold I've not been able to do any epoxy. So I found out that my heater was screwing up again a little bit, and so right now they're on the heat mat warming. So I decided I wanted to go ahead and go over these supplies. Now these little sticks came with some packs that I bought. That also came with 10 sticks, 10 of these pots right here. I'm not sure, I think they are 30 mil pots, although they are not marked. I don't like them. They're very flexible. They're very collapsible, I will say. Very collapsible. So I don't like mixing in those. However, I do have several molds that I'm going to go through on today's project. They are going to be used partly as fillers and etc. So what I've been doing is sizing up mixing sticks for different sized vessels here. I prefer to use, for smaller items, these here, because you can break them in half and use them in small pots. For larger jobs, of course, we go with the large tongue depressors. And for the smaller job, well, medium-sized, a little heavier to do, I go with these, but they're not long enough to work well with these right here, which are 100 mil. As you can tell, they are too short to really get a good grip on. So these are used more in these here, and these here are 50 mil pots. So as you can tell, much longer. So different sticks, different mixing pots, pouring pots, scrapings, all of that. And I do like to have everything at hand as much as possible. Now for the big humongous job I have coming up, which may or may not be part of Christmas, I have this thing. It is 900 mil. See if I can get that 900 to show. There we go, 900 mil. It's got clear sides so that I can see where the resin is going, and it has a good shape to it and a good handle. It is not completely silicone, it is a plastic, so of course it eventually will wear away. This is my old one that has my 300 mil mark on it, so I like using this one. It's just a regular, get it off the internet, cheapy model. However, it is also wearing down on the inside and things are starting to stick to it. Sorry, here comes my dog again. He hears me talking. I just must have company, shouldn't I? Okay, so I won't be using that for today's mix. I do have the two 100 ml silicone cups, which is what I'll be using today. And I do have my 250 ml measuring cup that is silicone, easy to clean. And the best part is you don't even have to clean it all the way, you just let it harden and peel the stuff out. I do like using the silicone ones, but as you can tell, this is an older one, and the difference in color as they age tells you. One is really nice bright white translucency, and the other one is yellowing. And yeah, these are those old ones. Those ridges down inside here just are impossible. It's bad enough that everybody puts these demarcations here on the inside instead of the outside, and they do it on many of them. This here, oops, I forgot to pull these apart. That's funny. When they ship these things, they are extremely stuck together. So you kind of flex them a little bit in, kind of like that, and then kind of give a twist as you go. And these do not have those ridges on the inside. These are the perfect ones, except the demarcations are still on the inside. So I prefer using those over these. These are my small ones I've been using. As you can tell, there's an A on there. So the other one is B. I just cleaned it off really well with alcohol, so that's missing now. Other ones I liked to use are these here. They do not have a pour spout though, and since they don't have a pour spout, they're more difficult to aim well with. This is the one that does have a pour spout. I've only got the one. I don't know what happened to the other one. I don't know what that is. I don't want to care. Alright, so now that I've got all that done with, I've also got this one here I just recently got. 16 ounces, 2 cup, 500 ml. However, I would suggest only filling to 400 ml. So you have to actually mix everything, and with the mixing everything comes up the sides and you don't want to spill. It does have 2 pour spouts and very flexible. I like that. Okay, I'm going to put all this away and we'll get back real quick here with what molds I'm going to be doing. Just a moment. Alright, I have my molds out. Yes, I'm feeling a little bit ambitious this time around. I have a lot of things I want to include into other projects, so today's project is going to be about that, like the first video was. And yes, some of these molds you've probably seen before if you've ever watched any of my previous videos, including the Temu hauls and such. But so you'll know where these molds all came from. I will try to link them if they're still available, and if I remember, because I'll get probably really tired doing this. This is a large project to take on. However, take it on I shall. Let's move this one over a little bit more. As you can tell, this is a penguin. I know it's a little blurry. I cannot figure out, unless it's these lighter colored items that are blocking things. Yeah, that kind of seems to be doing it. If I could possibly get the camera a little further over, that would be nice. I will be setting that back up like that again. But for now, this is the only way I've got for doing this. I can bring this a little closer. Like that. And that seems to be a little too close, so what I'll do is try to tilt the camera a little bit. Try to get it all in. Alright, now my arms are out of the way. You should be able to see everything there. And so what I'll do now is pause you. Oops, I got that one sitting on top of the other one a little bit. And yes, those are birds. My goal is the cardinal that's right here. And maybe I'll just go ahead and finish filling all the rest in. They're not going to be traditionally colored because these are those matte molds that don't show any shine. They're very difficult to get mica into in the proper areas. So they're just going to be different colored inclusions. Alright, I'm going to let you sit for a second and I'm going to go ahead and get some resin mixed. Alright everybody, I mixed up 7 colors: white, emerald green, red, sky blue. This one was listed as blue, royal blue, and green, which is just the regular green. Alright, I have to go quickly because unfortunately, because I had to warm the resin in order to use it, of course, you know, it gets to curing a lot faster. So I am going to work this as fast as I can. And what I'm going to do is try to get a semblance of green in the trees and red in the pickups first. So I have to do a double pour. And so what I'm going to do is we're going to do this one first. I'm going to start it real fast here. Work that green in. And, well, that's it. Get the red started pouring here first. Work that green in. Woohoo! Overdo it, huh? Okay. I want this darker green in the trees. I do have to squish that down in there to make sure it gets all the way in. I have another red and green to do here. Almost too full on that one. It's just got to sink into the window area. Oh boy, I got to mix up some more red, and I don't have any more red. So anyway, green in the leaves, or I don't have any ready-made, what do you call it, resin. Oh my gosh, see, my brain just keeled over. But I'm going to go ahead and do this red here, and then I might just do the holly berries in a different red. And it's going to have to be done a little bit later maybe. Still waiting for that to work in there, but it's not going to work all the way in, so I'll just put a touch more into that one, set these aside. I want to do blue in each of these snowflakes, but not all of them. And I'm going to do very weird things here with the snowflakes. As many as I can get done, that is. Hoo-hoo. So let's just work it in real fast. Try to make sure there's no air pockets for holes. So one thing I don't like about the fondant molds is that they are not just matte, but they are so intricately done. I don't even see how fondant works its way through there. It's kind of beyond my scope of imagination. Fondant's a lot thicker than resin, so okay, I'm going to try to scoop this over a little bit, try to turn my stick a little bit better sideways. Okay, now I need a little bit of that white. And I'm just going to start, oops, put my thing in the pickup. I'm just going to start with the little drizzles like that. Yes, it's okay if it goes over because it is going to get mingled. Set the white aside. Let's get a better stick for that little trick. Oh, I'm starting to become poetic. Alright, flatten it down, squish. Flatten it down and squish. And we just go ahead and bring it back over this way. Pull it off of there. Grab some sort of little cup thing to sketch it up in. I keep saying to myself, must go faster, must go faster. Alright, that one is done. Just going to go back over it, make sure everything's filled in. I think I scooped too much out of that one. But that's why we go back over real fast. Make sure it's all patted down in there. Okay, that one is done. And this is going to be really strange. I know you're all going to sit there and laugh, but that's alright. I'll let you. I'm pretty sure that's a baby penguin I'm putting this into. And see, this cup I'm not worried about because this is one of those cups I was talking about that angers me. I can't stand those cups. Okay, I'm going to wipe this one off for a second. Okay, so Let's go. No, no, that would be wrong, both of those. Alright, so this is Santa Claus. I'll let that start seeping in. Santa Claus. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ho, 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 ho. Oh, sorry. And then my original thought. A little bit of that. We're going to go with a little bit darker blue. And for that one, I'm pretty close to done with the blue, but I have a gift here and a gift here. And then, you see, the thing is I've got extra resin, which I shouldn't be having, but I didn't know how much to make up with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour a little bit more of this blue into here. A little bit more into this one. And then, as you can tell, I have a Christmas light that I am making. It has clear resin at first, and I also added glitter to the bottom. And this is going to be one of those mismatched hodgepodge little lamps. That's why I've tried to make everything as close to translucent as possible. Let's use this stick. Wow, that is really hot. Yep, it's already starting to thicken on that one. Okay, let's get rid of that. Then we have this pretty blue. And I know deer are not blue, but that was not its intended purpose. I'm going to pour what I can into this on the sleigh. And then I'm going to shove all that down in there. And let's see, let's do a blue jay instead of a cardinal. And then I'm going to do something even weirder. I don't want to put blue with that, no. I want to put a green. So what we're going to do is go ahead and finish this poinsettia off with green. I'm going to see if my little elf helper will get down it to level with this to see if I'm getting close. Okay, so it still needs filling. All right. Let's go ahead with this green, and I'm going to add a little bit to the front here of this. Whoa. Done. And this one. Maybe a couple of little green birds. Okay. Let's Let's go ahead and scrape the rest of this green. Oh, I was reminded that a holly leaf needs to be filled. Whoop, 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 whoop. Wrong green for the holly leaf, but that's all right. Okay. I have to squish those down in there. So since I have to squish you away, let's put some in this one and in this one. Yes, it's getting a little really thickish getting here. But since I have to do some squishies, that's fine too. Oh, let's do another green bird. Okay. Let's go ahead and throw the rest of this in here. I like the spouts on these, but I don't like how flimsy they are, and you can't really re-clean them, so okay, let's get rid of that one. Oh, I don't know. This one's got a hair sticking on it. Alright, before I do anything more, oh, you know what? I want a blue reindeer. And I want a blue candy cane. And I want another blue bird. What? Oh my goodness. Okay. The rest of this now goes into here. Alright, let's see about scraping some of these. Where did I put that one? Ah. Let's set this one down here. Okay, let's squish that down in there. And these things have some really fiddly little areas. So I'm just going to move this all back and forth till it fills all that in. And yes, the poinsettia has a gold core for the stamen. And the sleighs have gold at the back of them. I'm going to have to turn this one so my glove's not into everything. And of course my gloves are starting to stick to everything. Get as many bubbles out as I can. I have another tree that has to be finished. I see that. Alright, trying to fill that all in. Yes, it's getting very thick. So I am trying to move quickly, which isn't happening a whole lot, is it? Okay, that bird is done. So I think what I'm going to do now, since I have a lot of green and some white and lots of the blue, lots, let's go ahead and finish getting this tree done. Oh, it's starting to get really thick, everybody. Okay. That'll do that. And then I'm just going to go ahead and very quickly get this into here. And I don't think I'm going to fiddle around with the small. Stick. And oh no. That one is still good though. Alright, so let's get it just dumped in here. Because yes, it is getting thick. Almost to the cure point. And I think what I'm going to do, since it's so thick right now at this point, and I'm doing this over the area where the light goes in underneath, I am going to hurry up and get this thrown away. Ask for assistance one more time, please. This is the white. It's a little bit more opaque. And I don't want it to take over. Let's do this little grouping of holly berries in white. Oh boy, is that thick. Does it look like I got enough in that Santa? Okay. I'll put that down in there. And that'll be about that for that. I'll throw that away. Now I'm just going to take a very thin popsicle stick and I'm going to sort of swirl this down in. Up and down motion. because I do not want to mix it. And believe me, once is enough when you have it like this. Can't even see that down in there myself. Oh, wow, okay. Maybe I need to swirl this one just a little bit more. Let it go ahead and drip down in there. Okay. Wipe that off. Now the last thing I want to do is I've got to clean my hands off real fast. And I need to sprinkle a little bit of glitter in that lamp there. So I'm going to pull my gloves off. My hands are all sweaty. Now, let's see if I can go ahead and get that golden green back on top there. Let's get some red. Okay, I think I'm done for now. I'm going to go ahead and cover this and put you on pause. And we'll be back when this is all cured. All right, back soon. Okay, we are cured here. This, of course, has to wait. Didn't do any good really putting that glitter in. It didn't sink, and I didn't sink it for it, so I'll get that filled as we go. Now let's get these tedious little things out. Some I know were okay, the others I was picking at the little dots for a second or two and ended up picking that dot right out of it. That one came out really well. A couple of bubbles, but all at the tips. No, they're not. Okay, it's shaped like that. I'll bring these up in a minute. So let's just get these all out because they're the tedious ones. I'll get this one cut apart real quick before it hardens completely. And then of course I'll have to do a lot of trimming. Alright, I'm going to put you on pause while I take all the little bitty bitties out. Okay, got all the tedious ones out. A lot of them, of course, as you can see, lost a lot of their spikes, and they are very staticky. This is kind of what I expected, because, as I said, this mold being made for fondant, I don't see how fondant or chocolate would even survive this. Those pieces are just too tiny. And as you can see, I've got a lot of cleanup to do out of this mold. Okay, now onto these ones. I'm not expecting great things out of these with the smaller pieces either. And yes, very staticky. I even wetted my hands down and it still didn't work for it. I'm expecting to lose the antlers on this one here. I'm hoping not, but I'm expecting it. So, best way to remove these is just to pull apart in as many different directions as you can. Same thing with that snowflake one. So let's see how the tree made it. Looks like it made it pretty well. The Santa, he did pretty well as well. Well, well, well. Good Lord. I'm taking all these little pieces and I'm throwing them in that lamp. Okay, let's see how we get these antlers out. Now using this mold last time, it was just a test on these molds and there were many flaws, but it looks like that deer made it. The gift made it. The candy cane feels and looks like it. Yep, it made it. Of course, there wasn't little break-off areas. Well, that stuff just sticks to you worse than glue, and it's not even wet. Okay, let's bring the sleigh out. This one here was the worst the last time because of all the little channels for the runners. Oh, well, it surprised me this time. Do that cleanups later. Okay, I'm going to pause you and get this one out here, and then we'll look at the rest. Okay, you can see where I took my time. They turned out a lot better. So yes, try to do this unrushed if you're going to attempt this mold. Alright, let's get to the ones that aren't so finicky to remove. I had something happen when I left the room. I don't know exactly what happened. It was like everything ended up with a bubble, I thought. Not everything did. There were two, though, that did end up with a bubble. This one here, I had tried to repair it, but it didn't work. Let's see if we can get this cut apart real fast. It did bleed over to the leaf, as you can tell. Sorry, I usually try to do this while it's still semi-soft. Whoop. It actually didn't turn out all that horrible. I'll just finish cleaning it off at a later time now. Or not even bother. This tree from that other mold, it really, yeah, it needs some good trimming. Okay. The berries turned out pretty good for being white. Yeah, the leaf, even though it had a slight mix of color, it turned out really good. Then of course these have to be cut away from each other. Try to do that without cutting the product itself. Or shooting it to the moon and back. There we go. Okay, let's get the other two out. Okay, let's put that mold over there. Okay, these birds. I'll get them taken out real fast. Yep, that bird didn't get any legs. That bird just got a little leg, but not a full. This bird actually got legs. This one I can see is missing the legs as well. But at least this one turned out really well. Alright, let's get the penguins out. This one needed to have a little bit more put into it. And because of the coloration, you can't really tell it's a penguin even. Haha. So, I've lost the penguin already. Oh, there it is. Oh, hey, I like that one. We'll get it up to you guys so you can see in a second here. Alright, let's see. Let's bring these up first. Okay, now just bring this penguin. I really like this penguin. It turned out fantastic. With a little penguin, as I said, you can't even really tell it's a penguin. Alright, let's set those aside. Okay, I'll have to set them aside this way. Okay, the two halves. Those didn't do too bad. And of course you can glue them together. Got a little hole right here in this one, right there. Couple holes here and here in the tires. Flat tires, folks. But you can glue these together and you can make an entire pickup. Wow, they almost glued themselves. And the trees are almost dead on. So that's pretty cool. Let's get the other pickup out. That came out nicely. And this one has no holes. I am so happy with that. Although I'm beginning to wonder if it looks better on the back side. And this here's the back side. Now this is the one that I came in here and I just about laughed myself to pieces. And the reason why is because I thought I'd seen a bubble, but it's not a bubble. It's like a little eruption. As you can see, it actually sticks out from the product. I could not believe that. So of course I'll have to turn that off if I'm going to do anything with this. Okay. Oh, hey, that turned out pretty good. Alright, everybody. I hope you liked video number 2. Christmas is not that far away now. So, lots of things have to get made. And I know I saw some. There we go. I'm hoping that your Christmas, of course, will end up being one of the best for you. So at the end of the video, I need to go thumbs up if you like the video. Comment below, please. I do respond to all comments. And if you haven't subscribed and you're new to this channel even, consider subscribing. The 25 days will continue, and many, many more things in store. Hopefully turning out a lot better than this, but these are, as I said, fillers type of thing. Of course, if you do subscribe, hit the notification bell for future videos coming out. That is so pretty. I actually like that a lot. And, sorry. I want to thank those who have subscribed. I've had a couple of new ones, and that's pretty awesome. I think I'm still at 311. I'm not really sure. But, you know, that's not the biggest goal here. The biggest goal is just to have fun and spend some time with some awesome people in this community. And, yeah, just in general, have fun. Oh, and of course, if you wish, please give it a share so I can get these videos out there a little bit better, get my channel more exposed. Because I really do find some really fantastic people through YouTube. And I appreciate all of my viewers. Even the ones that haven't subscribed, that's awesome. You know, as long as you're just returning, you're coming back. So, as I said, if you are coming back, give it, subscribe if you want. So, love you people, and of course, peace out.